I'm really freaked out. Oh, what is that noise?
Now, Gray Money claimed that this seemed extremely realistic and appeared as if it's an actual crime scene. But is it really? Straight off the bat, we can see strange camera cuts, coupled with very ominous music that establishes an eerie mood.
Yo, if there are videos with freaking hieroglyphics or Sanskrit or I don't know what freaking language that is, don't click on it. What are you doing?
Look as if they were pulled from the deep web, mixed in with videos involving finger puppets and dolls. Over most of these, we can see text that mentions Elsa, her wanting to sing a song for you, and for the audience to, quote, come follow us. If we really take a look at what we're watching though, we can notice random slices of videos that don't exactly seem to fit in with the already bizarre narrative that this channel is trying to present. It seems as if these cuts potentially relate to the strange LZW video that we saw earlier, but I'll let you be the judge. A few other videos are in the playlist that also directly involve that initial LZW video that we looked at, but weirdly, all of these come from different YouTube channels. Here, we have a set of videos from one with an
It's not
odd
real,
symbol
it's
titled
not real,
Delta K,
it's not real.
some from Surprise Songs Club, other disturbing ones from a channel beginning with MXKKR, more from a person named Stuart Silverstone, and lastly, the uploads by the LZW channel. Now, all of these are in this Pelzer Super TV playlist, but are they somehow connected?
That Stewart guy. He looked normal, Stewart. Smiling? Like a normal guy. What's he doing making these weird videos?
Alright, so in doing some digging on this, I was able to stumble upon an update post regarding this very situation. Here, users were digging deeper, eventually unearthing some information surrounding Super Pelzer TV. We're about to find that this has been investigated before, but interest in it has historically fizzled out. To one previous investigation into this from 2 years ago. Over on a website called spidercatweb.wordpress.com, we can see a rundown and info dump about Pelzer, South Carolina, and a cult that called themselves the Finders. On the website, in a blog entry from July of 20...
I'm not gonna say it, but did y'all see that there were some words on there? That's why my mouth was wider than a house. Wide freaking open. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all can look back at the text and that shot right there.
over 2 years ago. Back then, when the Elzagate scandal was unfolding, YouTubers were talking about this left and right, with H3H3 being one of them. Alright, so this message by Stuart was later determined to lead to a Twitter profile with that very handle, and heading over there, we can find countless images with various notes and ciphers. When they decoded a couple of them, they eventually came up with a YouTube URL, which contained a code in hexadecimal, which eventually took them to an image that ended up leading to another YouTube video.
Red, your trigger is Star Wars.
They look like the butterfly in Silence of the Lambs. What are you, sleeping? Come on, wake up. Silence of the Lambs, that look like the butterfly.
Your
for me.
trigger is Britney Spears. Green, your trigger is green balloons.
While this upload is indeed unnerving, the most important part of this was found to be at the bottom of the description. This strange cipher actually leads to a binary code that, when translated, results in this phrase: Project Bluebird at Geik69. As you might expect, Geik69 is yet another Twitter profile filled with cryptic images and coded messages. When Anons decoded tweets from this profile, it eventually led them to videos uploaded by channels in the Pelzer Super TV playlist, such as the ones beginning with LZW and MXKKR that we mentioned prior. After hours and hours of decoding the various ciphers in the uploads, Twitter profiles, and comments, the consensus was eventually made that all of these have a definitive connection to the Finders cult. In one of the tweets by ZoCXT, we can see a picture of a man with a coded message. It was found to be in a Caesar cipher and reads as follows: Who finds what the Finders hide? So who are they? In essence,
I don't know. This is just incredibly disturbing. From those pigs to this now. Oh my god. This is not fun.
TXT with a cryptic image, and according to the SpiderCat website host, this contained a vital piece of evidence: Zeta Astro, a page from Dave's diary. When they googled the phrase, they were led to this Yahoo Groups post that was made way back in August of 2007. Here, we can find a very comprehensive confession by a user who apparently met members of the Finders. In this post, the OP includes various names of supposed members, with numerous mentions of Stuart Silverstone and Marion D. Petty. Anyway, circling back, remember that LZW channel name? Remember how off it was? It too is actually hidden behind a Caesar cipher, and when decrypted, results in the term the Game Caller. Coincidentally, the same nickname that members of the Finders cult called their leader, Marion D. Petty. So, with all this information in mind, now we have a bit of background on this Pelzer Super TV thing. There is a bit more to it. Feet Omen Unexcite ZN. Navigating to the site, we can notice that it seems to hold a heavy focus on the Spider-Man character, with his face littering nearly every webpage. If you click around in what seems like random spots though, you're able to find pages that take you deeper into it. For instance, this one contains 4 columns of different colors. Clicking on each of these takes you to unlisted videos from channels that were in the Pelzer Super TV playlist, with some containing coordinates in the description that point back to Pelzer, South Carolina. Take a look.
I don't know if I can continue this. What is happening? Is the FBI on this? Whoa. This blows out. The Exorcist, Hereditary. This is just, holy crap. I'm freezing. This is bad. I really don't want to continue. 17 minutes out of 25.
to the site homepage. Clicking the purple balloon will take you to a pixelated photo of a mutilated woman with a Delta K channel symbol behind her. If we click the red balloon, we'll encounter a weird masked figure holding up finger puppets of various characters. Clicking on their faces takes you.
So I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I don't even want to leave this chair. Oh my god, what the hell?
Again, back to the Pelzer Super TV playlist. If we head back and click on Spider-Man's face though, we can see a crudely drawn image of him. Clicking on the left side will take you to a MediaFire download link, which we'll come back to in a second. If you click on the right though, you'll be taken back to YouTube, landing yourself at the homepage.
I hope you click on one and you get a sermon from the church, or a bunch of dogs playing, or kids eating cotton candy. Something that's positive instead of this. What is this?
Very interesting channel called The Amazing Cult of Spider-Man. This is a 15-video animated series about the character. The descriptions of these videos all reference a Pelzer's Lutheran Church of His Holy Name, but the only lead I could get from that was a deserted Facebook page, clearly linked to all of this. Anyway, when digging around for more info about the channel, I stumbled upon a post from June of 2018 by a user named JustIDKMate. Here, we're able to find an older post about this, centered on that Spider-Man channel that we just discovered. Their post, while lengthy, closes things off with this edit. It looks like it was an ARG. Thanks everyone who fell down the rabbit hole with me. Even though we didn't find anything crazy, the game is pretty cool. You play as kids running from and surviving sexual predator Spider-Man, Elzas, and Jokers. It was a game based on Elzagate.
What do you mean you didn't find anything crazy? I don't think he must not be talking about what we saw before. Because he's probably just talking about the Spider-Man thing. But if he's not, you watching the same thing I am, pal?
And to find it, we had to go down a fake Elzagate rabbit hole. This is where this guy really hit the nail on the head. This entire thing, from start to finish, has all played out like a fake Elzagate rabbit hole. We started from the top, with people stumbling upon a weird search term, then made the connection to various names like Stuart Silverstone, dove into his early comments,
fake or
now
not,
defunct Elzagate videos,
what are you
discovered
doing?
a website with Spider-Man, cryptic codes, and finger family puppets, and were eventually led to a MediaFire link that contains the very game that this person is referring to. Remember that NES game, Friday the 13th? This file is essentially a ROM hack version of that, by the name of Return to West Pelzer. In it, you're tasked with avoiding various Spider-Men that pop out.
Sorry for pausing, but there's Madden, Guitar Hero, even Call of Duty. You want to play that? Or you want to play these freak, disgusting torture games? Man. Teach his own, but not really. Stop.
All throughout, we can see that weird Delta K symbol that we saw on that channel and the website. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is the end of this mystery, but it's definitely an arc of it that most likely has some hidden codes and other fun discoveries stashed away within it. So here's what I think is going on.
The door opening and the
Decades
AOL
ago,
sound
the Finders
scare me
cult,
every
with the
single time.
ringleader being Marion D. Petty, was very real, victimizing children by trafficking and creating quite a sizable stir in and around Pelzer, South Carolina. Someone, likely in the last few years, had done some digging on this entire phenomenon, and back during the Elzagate fallout on YouTube, decided to capitalize on the hype through various interconnected channels that they had made for an alternate reality game. The channel names were either those of the members of this cult or encrypted.
So I know where I'm not going. If a friend of mine wants to go on vacation, he says, where do you want to go? First, I'll say, I know where not to go. Pelzer, South Carolina. That's a good start. Then we take it from there.
References to their nicknames, with one example being the game caller. With this in mind, when they were ready, the next step was to garner an audience. Now, how would one go about doing that? Through cryptic comments on various YouTube videos during the height of the craze that was happening 2 years ago. In this case, by a user named Stuart Silverstone. They wanted you to find this. They wanted you to decrypt their codes, and over the course of the past 24 months, attempts have been made in smaller bursts, all unfortunately fizzling out over time. This one tiny little search term had caused a wildfire, climbing its way to the top of r/conspiracy in the export of 4chan. This is an ARG based off of real events. Events that played out long ago, and it took all the way until now to really catch the internet's attention. While it might initially seem like the strange videos that the 4chan Anon stumbled upon are real, it all seems like a very premeditated and comprehensive ARG. Various interconnected websites, ROM hacks, Twitter, and YouTube profiles are absolutely a challenge to pull off effectively, but it seems as if they've done it. ARGs can prove to be a fantastic storytelling medium, blurring the line between fiction and reality. Various interconnected websites, ROM hacks, Twitter.
I don't care if it's an alternate reality game, or, I freaking hope to God it's not real. But either way, what are you doing? God. I've watched a lot of Nexpo before filming this. By far is this the creepiest and most disturbing. It's not even close.
G is simply an ARG trailhead, and one of many. The game masters are watching, and they know you are too. Now, we wait to see where this heads next. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all. And good night.
I like that he says it at the end, I love you all. I think he does that because he's like, yeah, here's something incredibly disturbing, but I love you. Yeah, so that one was, that was bad. I don't know. That was so disturbing. And usually his videos, this might be an old one, 3 years ago, his voice is like higher and more positive. His newer ones are like, his voice is like slower and deeper. I'm like angry, sad, disturbed. I feel so icky and weird. Oh my goodness, that one was poof. But anyway, so that was my reaction to Nexpo. 4channer Unearths a mystery. Come on, the guy types in 5 letters and he just goes down a rabbit hole of just horrific things. And that was this is no joke. I've never seen this before. It is the most disturbing one I've seen yet. I really don't want to watch any more. But that was my genuine reaction. I was freezing. I was holding this guy here. I finished the wine too early. I finished the wine. That was a mistake. It's nighttime. I'm alone. What? I gotta think this through next time. But anyway, stick around for more reaction videos and a ton of other videos here on The Variety Show.